Creators, welcome. Welcome to Shop Talk. And in case you haven't heard about it, YouTube has quietly rolled out this great program, and it's called the Hype feature. Drop in the comments or respond to the poll questions and let me know if you're already aware of it. Y'all, it's been here for months. I already did an episode about the Hype program, but that was way back in September, and folks still have questions about it. And so I'm here to get you all of the answers because every episode of Shop Talk is live creator questions and answers that you need. We are the Content Creator Collective, and this is your Sunday edition of Shop Talk. If you are here on that coveted vertical feed, welcome, friends. We want to say a very special hello to those who are joining us from the vertical feed, and we invite you. We encourage you to join us on that horizontal feed so that you can get up close and personal with us and you can connect and collaborate your channel with other creators. We are the Content Creator Collective, and this is Shop Talk. And this episode of Shop Talk is devoted to the Hype feature for YouTube content creators. Thank you all for being here. We're breaking down that YouTube Hype program, how it works, who qualifies, and how smart creators should actually use it to grow. And we also want to talk about how even if you're not yet eligible for the Hype program, what you need to do and what you need to know so that you can support other small and new creators, because Shop Talk is devoted to the small and the new YouTube content creators to help you get to and through full monetization. All right. So if everything's been said and done, let's go ahead and get going with this Hype program. So shout out to everybody who's watching on the horizontal and on the vertical. This is episode 105, and it's all about that Hype program. The Hype feature is currently only available through the YouTube mobile app on Android and iPhone. So if you're sitting at your desktop computer or you're watching on a TV, you probably won't even see the Hype button. Again, you can only see the Hype button so that you can hype your favorite small and new creators. You'll only find it on the YouTube mobile app, and that's for iOS and Android devices. Viewers can use the Hype on eligible long-form videos and video on demand live streams. So by video on demand live streams, I mean not like Shop Talk, like we're live for episode 105 today. You won't see the Hype button until this live stream goes into replay, video on demand. Then for the next 7 days, you'll be able to hype me up and support me as a small and a new content creator. Basically, Hype allows viewers to tell YouTube that, hey, more people should be watching this content. Think about how powerful that is for small creators. This is YouTube creating another engagement signal specifically for the small and the new content creator. Y'all drop in the comments and let me know if you are a new creator or if you're a small creator, or put the word both if you consider yourself both. Let us know who you are. And let's say hello to those who are already collaborating and connecting in the chat. We want to welcome in all of these mothers. Happy Mother's Day to everyone on the stream. I see our good friend, mom of 3 boys. Thank you and welcome in. We want to welcome in the source. Thank you all for being here for this episode of Shop Talk. I love the Sunday episodes of Shop Talk. And I love the Hype program because smaller creators need more opportunities to get discovered in the YouTube streets. Wouldn't you agree? I agree too. Thank you all for being here, and thank you all for being here with me. And I'm a little bit congested, but I'm feeling much better now because I am with you all, with my family. So thank you all for joining me for this edition of Shop Talk. And here we go. Let's say hello to some friends. It's Sandra James, Living It. Thank you for being one of the first people to join us on this stream today. We want to say hello to Kyle Vlog. Hi, Kyle. He is that guy. Hello there to Vicky's World of Chaos. Sandra James says, yes, I have seen many hype buttons on her mobile device, and I have been hyping as many small and new creators as she can. Thank you for doing that. What you put out into the world is exactly what you're going to get back. And I know that to be true, especially in these YouTube streets. Vicky's World says, at first I couldn't use the hype feature, but now I know more about it and now I'm using it. I love to hear that you're leveling up in 2026. Vicky's World of Chaos. Hey there, Grants Faithful. KendyK is on the mend, y'all. I'm still in the bed at this moment, but I'm feeling much better. So thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Hey there, Casey DeWan. Thank you. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers who are assembled here with us. Wasn't quite sure who would be joining us today, but I'm so glad to see so many of us. If you are here, one thing I know for sure, you're in the right place at the right time. And this is Shop Talk as we learn more about the Hype program. So even if you're not yet eligible, and we're going to talk about eligibility next, who can be in this Hype program? We're going to talk about that. I'm just running down through. There's Mom of Three. How are you, my friend? She's a New York lady and New York mom. She's getting it done, and she's growing that channel too. Check out Mom of Three Boys. Question here from Grant. I'm always confused by the Hype program. It doesn't always seem to show up on all videos. Well, I'm glad you asked. And that's why I wanted to do a second episode. Y'all, when I look back through the over 100 episodes of Shop Talk, I talked about the Hype program on episode 25. Can you even believe that? So let's learn a little bit more about this Hype program, if you don't mind. Grant wants to know why you see the Hype button on some videos and on some other videos you don't see the Hype button at all. So that means that we've all got a little bit more to learn about the Hype program. And if you're not ready for the Hype program as a small creator on your channel, we want to make sure that when you do see the Hype button, that you know when and how to execute it effectively. I love that. So what's going to happen is that you get 3. Every YouTube viewer, I'll say that again, every YouTube viewer gets 3 hypes a week. And think of the hypes as your way to put your stamp of approval and let the YouTube supercomputers know, hey, this is some great content coming from a new or a small creator. And those hypes reset every Monday at midnight in your time zone. So that's how you get to use your hypes. And that's when you get to use your hypes. And that's probably why you may not see hypes on all videos, because once you've used all your hypes, you can't use anymore. And we only get 3 as viewers. And even if you're a YouTuber, you still only get 3 hype buttons. And one pro tip is this: you cannot hype yourself as a content creator. So you might as well spread the love, spread it far and wide. And you know what I try to do? I try to hype creators that I know, and I just want to give them a boost because, friend, someone has been giving me a boost. Some people, some kind humans in the world. And so I'm happy to hype those creators that I know. And I love that. I love being able to hype those creators that I know. And again, we want to shout out to everyone who is joining us on that vertical stream. You too can hype And you've got a poll question, and so do those folks on the horizontal stream. Thank you for being here. This is Shop Talk. This is our content creator maker space. And so let me show you what a hype looks like. Because KendyK, I told you I like hyping small creators. And here's a creator that many of us know, especially if you're in the GLP-1 community. And you know, KendyK is on a weight loss journey using the GLP-1 Zepbound. And so one of my favorite creators is Losing It Grace. She's had a channel name change. It's just a little tweak. And I love it so much because it really helps to personalize her and her journey. And y'all, she recently did a video about 4 easy ways to take one of those grocery store or warehouse, Costco, Sam's Club, rotisserie chickens and get 4 meals out of it to push protein. If you know anything about a weight loss journey, you're probably going to be pushing high protein, low carbs, and a high fiber diet, especially if you're on a GLP-1 for weight loss. And so I took that opportunity to hype this fabulous creator, Losing It Grace. And then I also want to shout out another creator and wish her a happy Mother's Day too, Allison Mapp. It just so happens that I was over with Allison Mapp. She's now at a soccer game with hubby. And she spent her Mother's Day with a special Mother's Day breakfast with her little boy. Such a sweet moment. And y'all, it was super cute. When she said hello to me, I had popped into her chat and watching the live stream as they were enjoying their breakfast. And he said, KendyK all day. I said, oh my goodness, y'all, it just warmed my heart. So shout out to Allison Mapp and shout out to Losing It Grace. But again, where are you going to see the hype button? You're only going to find it on your mobile YouTube app on Android and iOS devices. So you can only hype new content that was produced or uploaded for the first time in the last 7 days. So Grant, you posed a really great question that gives lots of clarity about the hype program. That content has to be new within uploaded, made public within the last 7 days. I'm talking about your long format content and live streams once they are in the replay, the VOD, the video on demand mode. So not as they're being streamed for the first time, but once they go into the replay, then they can be hyped for the next 7 days. I hope that explains that. If you have any other questions about the hype program or anything as a YouTuber, you know that every episode of Shop Talk is live creator Q&A. Shorts are not eligible for the hype program. That is proof in the pudding again that you need to be a triple threat in these YouTube streets with most of your efforts centered on your long format content, your long form videos, and your live streams. Friends, if most of your content consists of shorts, then you are what we call upside down. This right here ought to tell you that even the YouTube supercomputers are not pushing those shorts. Friends, if you want to make the YouTube check and get through to the real money, you've got to be about your long format content and your live streams. Thank you all for being here. It's KendyK all day. And then, friends, I wanted to take a moment because not all creators are yet eligible for the hype program. And why is that? Because the hype program is specifically for folks who have between 500 subscribers and 500,000 subscribers. So you must be at least at that initial level of monetization, or what they might call partial monetization, meaning that you have at least 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours based on your long format content and your live streams in the last 365 days. So you know what KendyK has done in the spirit of Shop Talk and creators supporting creators, creators helping creators? What I have done, friends, is KendyK has created her own hype program to support the smallest creators. And friends, I'm taking a moment to drop my channel link. I hope you are too. So if you're on that vertical stream, pop on over to the horizontal stream so that you can begin to share out your channel link. And don't just share your channel link, give us a few words or phrases. Tell us what kind of content you create on your channel so that we can check you out. So here's KendyK's idea, y'all. I'm just using the principle of connect and grow, and I'm using the share feature for creators who have not yet reached that initial level of monetization or that partial level of monetization. I all the time use the share button and create a post about some of my favorite creators. And because this is Mother's Day, I'm being real intentional to shout out women who are YouTube creators, which all allowed me to do that as we honor women and mothers on this very special today. And one of my favorite creators is Miss Do It Yourself. Friends, she did a great video recently, and it was all about making this junk hat. And I love that content so much that I shared. I could not hype at that moment, but I shared her video out via community post, meaning that I was intentionally pushing traffic from my YouTube channel, especially from the Content Creator Collective, notifying them that there was some great live stream going forth from Miss Do It Yourself. And many friends responded and connected over there, and I appreciate them doing so. Y'all check out Miss Do It Yourself and her grandbaby Russ, and let them know that KendyK sent ya. Friends, as I said before, KendyK is not new to it. I am true to it. Now, one thing about it, other folks have been sharing content about the YouTube Hype program, but KendyK was the first. I'm just saying. Okay. KendyK did episode 25. I have the receipts, and there they are. On episode 25, KendyK talked about the Hype program. And friends, that was way back in September. Where y'all been? Where y'all been? I keep telling you that KendyK is often imitated, never duplicated. Often imitated, but can never ever be duplicated. And imitation is the best form of flattery. Yes. So I wanted to bring you what I know to be true about the Hype program. And this is KendyK's second opportunity to bring you information. 6 months later, KendyK is coming back, sharing new information about the Hype program, including that those new hypes begin every Monday at 12 a.m. at midnight in your time zone. So that's a good piece of information to know. And welcome in, Mrs. Paula. Thank you for joining us. And there's our friend, The Source. He's headed out to church from Maui, Hawaii. Y'all check out The Source when you have a moment. He creates a safe space for content creators to connect, to collaborate, and to grow as well. Source has launched a new venture. He calls it School. Check him out. Question. Does hyping help channel creators? It absolutely does. Thank you for the great question. Grant's Faithful GLP-1 Journey. And I tell you what, thank you for the great question. And Grant, first of all, make sure that you share Happy Mother's Day from KendyK to your good wife, Christy. And I have enjoyed seeing you and Christy out and moving your bodies. Both Christy and Grant are on a weight loss journey. And both now are using GLP-1s. So exciting. And I can't wait to take this journey with you. And so happy to be taking a GLP-1 and learning so much from you. And I'm loving that you are including so much movement and exercise as part of your weight loss journey. But the question coming from Grant related to the Hype program is this: does hyping help channel creators? Yes, the Hype program was created specifically, and it is only available to small and new YouTubers who have at least 500 subscribers up to 500,000 subscribers. Yes, YouTube considers a small YouTuber Anybody with between 500 subs and 500,000 subscribers. Did y'all know that KendyK was on the road to 5,000 subscribers? And I appreciate the 4,000 of you who have already hit subscribe. And I thank you because that means that you like the vibe over here. And I'm all about creators supporting creators, and I'm all about sharing my life at 50. The rest of my channel, Beyond Shop Talk, is a lifestyle channel, including my weight loss journey using Zepbound. So it absolutely, what happens when you hype a creator is you give them a ranking. You can follow through down through the YouTube app, and you can track back, and you can see the top 100 hyped creators from day to day. And so it's really interesting to see which content gets hyped. And so again, I'm always very intentional to hype creators that I know, usually Shop Talk creators and creators that I have connected with and that I vibe with, and that I, of course, am subscribed to and or have a membership on their channel. Absolutely, I do. And what is going to happen when you hype those creators, they're going to get more impressions. Impressions means that the YouTube supercomputers are going to automatically recognize that the hype button was pushed on behalf of that small YouTuber, and it's going to put out more thumbnails on devices all over the world. And then again, you've got to create your best thumbnail and title to go with it. And you've got to have your best content to back it up so that when viewers click your thumbnail, they will stick and stay and have long watch sessions on your content. Y'all, I'm moving through this kind of quickly today because I'm a little bit congested, and I apologize for that. But I'm on the mend because it's Mother's Day, and I wanted to connect with you. And we want to welcome back Brenda Huckabee. How you doing, friend? And happy Mother's Day to you as well. Ooh, I love that Grant is updating us. He's a small creator, and he says he's just reached 800 watch hours, slowly but surely, on your way to initial monetization. Initial monetization is the first step of monetization. You might also hear the words partial monetization, and it requires at least 500 subscribers, and Grant has already passed that first eligibility point, and he has well over 500 subscribers. And now he's trying to get the second component, the second leg that's required for initial or partial monetization, and that's 3,000 watch hours on his long format content and his live streams in 365 days. Grant, you have had phenomenal growth on this channel, so I would just say keep going and growing. Keep going and growing. Thank you for the update. And if anyone else has an update on their channel, letting us know what milestone they're reaching towards, go ahead and drop that in the comments. We want to welcome Tiff's Take. Happy Mother's Day to your friend. Happy Mother's Day, Tiff's Take. Check out Tiff's Take, friend. She recently reached full monetization, and she is sharing out the ways that you keep growing and growing your channel. I love this. Look at Sandra James. She is sharing out her channel link, and she's also sharing a little bit more about her channel. Happy Mother's Day to you, Sandra James. She says, I'm a colorectal cancer survivor who shares her cancer journey and life with a permanent colostomy. She supports other ostomates and non-ostomates. Perhaps you support a person who has survived colorectal cancer. And through all of life's challenges, she's a lady of a particular age. She is celebrating all this year her 64th chapter. She turned 64 a couple months ago, and the Content Creator Collective celebrated her as well. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to play this little music for just a second. Thank y'all for allowing me that moment to regroup for a second. Oh, it looks like again, Tips Take is another great space for you to get some understanding. And friends, let's take a look at this, friends. So, as I said, I already talked about the hype program, but it was way back in September when I was on episode 25 of Shop Talk. And today we celebrate 105 episodes of Shop Talk. So thank you for being a part of the Content Creator Collective. And thank you for being here in this moment on Mother's Day for us to talk about the hype program. But frankly, if you have any questions as a YouTuber about anything, go ahead and drop those in the chat now. And myself and the Content Creator Collective, we are the Content Creator Collective. We will answer them to the best of our ability. Friends, I was able to fully monetize my channel in just 6 months, starting with a little over 200 subscribers using my iPhone 15 Pro Max. Friends, if I can do it at 49 years of age, fully monetize a YouTube channel, you can too. You can too. And I vow that it probably won't take you as long as it took me if you keep yourself dialed in to Shop Talk with 3 live streamed episodes a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and this is our Sunday edition of Shop Talk. Friends, so I use the Ask Studio feature. And I'm really pushing Ask Studio. It is available to you as a YouTuber. Every YouTuber has access to YouTube Studio. It's the content creation app. But I encourage you to launch it in the full desktop edition through a browser. And friends, I asked it to help me recreate a new thumbnail for episode 25. I need to zhuzh it up, right? I need to zhuzh it up. And there's nothing wrong with using AI to streamline your content creation process. Activate AI as your virtual assistant, and I especially want it to help me create fabulous thumbnails that are SEO optimized to get you a higher click-through rate, meaning more folks will look at that thumbnail and give you the click. And so, y'all, we've done this before, so let's do it again. Which of these thumbnails? Both of these thumbnails were created by Ask Studio, my virtual assistant, my AI virtual assistant. Which one do you like best? And let me show. This is the previous one. What's all the hype? Episode 25 of Shop Talk. I thought it was looking pretty good, but now that I analyze it from September, this is the one I created myself. It has a lot of white space, doesn't it? Which one of these do you think I should upgrade to? Put a 1 in the chat or put a 2 in the chat. And please tell me why. Tell me what makes you choose one of these new thumbnails. And y'all, we are the Content Creator Collective. So I'm asking you to help me recreate a new thumbnail because I believe with a new thumbnail, I can give you more views. I can get more views on that old content. Tips Take says she likes number 2. Ooh, tell us why. Tips Take says, because I don't like number 1. It's too wordy. Okay. I hear you, Tips Take. Okay. Now, Grant says he's partial to what number 1. Okay. Kyle says he likes number 1 because of the editing that you do and the texture of that thumbnail. Okay. Okay. It kind of gives you maybe a 3D effect. Is that what you're talking about? Because that is the hype button. What you see there is that little hype star that is symbolic of hype. So I can kind of see why people might be thinking that. Ooh. Okay. Sandra James says she likes thumbnail number 2. She says because it gives more information of the benefit of the hype itself. Now, let me tell you, I am clearly partial to number 2. So I was very interested in the Content Creator Collective helping me to decide. And let me tell you why I'm leaning towards number 2. Because if you look behind my shoulder, first of all, it gives KendyK in her signature goldenrod t-shirt and wording. Okay. And I love the emotions of my face that were partially mine, but then AI juiced them up. Okay. And so again, I think you immediately see hyped. You get the hype program. The hype star is on the right hand side of number two. Yeah, yeah. And Source was sharing a little bit more information about what he's offering on his channel. I see Source. We see you, Source. You are leveling up. Source says he has 3,000 subs. He is fully monetized and he is focused on going full time. Oh, this is new information, Sourcey. He says he wants to get paid big by he is going into the high level coaching and curriculums and courses. Okay. Okay. Well, I am a member on this. I am a member of the Dream Life Collective, and that sounds like you got some big dreams, sir. And I'll be with you along the way. Thank you. He previewed that with his members just this past week. So there you have it, friends. And again, I know that's right. Stick to your gifts and talents, and then it's less like work. Thank you, Source. I appreciate your kind words. So let me see how people are doing. Kyle, you're so funny. Kyle says, KendyK, it looks like in the second picture. So here are this is thumbnail number 1 on the left and thumbnail 2 on the right. And number 2 gives you kind of like a before and after. If your channel is stuck and then you want to, as a small YouTuber with at least 500 subscribers, you can get into the hype program, and they have to opt you into the hype program. So that means you got to keep your nose clean in the YouTube streets as well. Hey there, Brooklyn Beauty TV, and happy Mother's Day to you. We're celebrating women all over the world. We've got some new friends coming to join us. It's the Real Odds and Evens. Thank you for being here for this episode of Shop Talk. Brooklyn Beauty TV, you gotta love her. She says, hey to the mamas. B-A B-Y, B-A, B-Y. Who was that? Fantasia. I've been singing that in my head all day long. For Happy Mother's Day to all the baby mamas. To the other mothers, to the aunties, to the TTs, to the other mothers, to the grandmas, to the GGs, to the nanas, to the mothers. Thank you all. Okay, Sandra says somebody loves number 2. Source says he loves number 2. Thank you, Source. Y'all, so I'm leading on number 2. And let's keep this party train rolling along. Y'all, don't forget to drop your channel link. I'm dropping my channel link. And y'all, let's say a good hello to Mama of 3 boys. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Shop Talk. Thank you, Brooklyn Beauty TV. And thank you, Source, for maintaining your membership as a member of KendyK's crew. That's crew with a K for 9 months. Thank you, Source. And friends, if you're interested in becoming a member of KendyK's core crew, go ahead and click that join button and get all the details. So friends, let's see where we're going here. We want, again, KendyK, for creators who have fewer than 500 subscribers and are not yet eligible for that hype program. KendyK is instituting her own ShopTalk hype program, so to speak, and I'm sharing out as many creators as I can. And in the spirit of Mother's Day, we're honoring all women creators today, and so we want to let you know about another fabulous creator in these YouTube streets. And there he is, New England Cajun Roots Reseller. How are you, my friend? Y'all check out Shayna Janelle. Check out Shayna Janelle. Y'all, she put out a great video. She puts out great content as a mother, as a career woman, and as a wife. And so I really wanted to make sure that I gave her some love today. And friends, I have shared out so much of her content, but I pulled this one in particular because it's one of my favorite ones. I learned so much about, I'm often in planes every 30, 45 days for work, for pleasure, for visiting family, for vacay, and for work especially. And so to learn more about planes and get to see the inside of a working cockpit, I love the video. I love this video that she did. And so check out that video. Check out Shayna Janelle and let her know that KendyK sent you. Hey there, Melinda G. Y'all better stick and stay. I've got a lot of these creators coming up in our special Mother's Day edition of our channel parade. Friends, so I need your help now. I need your help more than ever. So would you help me please now pick a title? I'm going back to episode 25 when I first talked about the hype program. Can y'all believe that? We are now on our 105th episode of Shop Talk. And the first time I talked about the hype program was in September of 2025. And that was episode 25. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to push new traffic to that content by leaving the video as is. In fact, I cut out the first part of the video, the first 15 minutes or so, and I got it straight to the meat of the matter when we were talking about the hype program. And I'll pin that to this video after this live stream in case you want a deeper dive into the hype program. And I'm going to refresh it with a new title and an updated thumbnail. Using what? Ask Studio. How do you get to Ask Studio, friends? You go to the full desktop edition of YouTube Studio for content creators, and you open a browser and you type in studio.youtube.com. And then in the upper right-hand corner, friends, you're going to see your profile picture. And then, friends, nestled right in between the notification bell and the question mark is going to be the Ask Studio button. It's going to be black, but when you hover over it, it will turn a bright, brilliant pink, magenta. And that's the button you want to click on. And friends, all you got to do that when you click on it, you are activating Ask Studio, your virtual AI assistant. Friends, you don't have to push a whole lot of information. You don't have to push any information into it. It knows all about you and all about your channel. I don't know why folks are paying all of these services and apps every month, weekly fees, monthly fees. Why? When Ask Studio is your AI virtual assistant, it already knows everything it needs to know about your channel. It can analyze your whole channel, or it can analyze one of your recent videos. It can analyze one of your older videos. I asked it to analyze episode 25 of Shop Talk when I talked about the hype program. It told me what I did well, and it told me, KendyK, you might need to work on that thumbnail and title. So here are 3 new titles, which y'all help me to choose by typing a 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. Here are my new titles, and y'all look and see, isn't Ask Studio helping me to SEO optimize my title and my thumbnail? We just looked at the thumbnails. Yes. Now it's saying, and also refresh the title. And y'all look for SEO keywords. You don't have to worry about finding and thinking of SEO keywords anymore. Just use Ask Studio. Activate your AI virtual assistant. And let Ask Studio, when they say, how did you find out about us? Say KendyK and Shop Talk. KendyK and Shop Talk gave me the recommendation. Y'all, here are my 3 titles given to me by my virtual assistant, Ask Studio. YouTube's new hype program, get more views. That's a result. What is the viewer going to get if they watch my video? Episode 25 of Shop Talk was also about the hype program. Or what about this one? This one has a pain point in it. Pain, P-A-I-N. Are you stuck at 500 subs? Try this new YouTube feature. Are you stuck at 500 views? Where's the pain? The pain is the word stuck. You're going to see more and more titles, if you haven't noticed it already, that really have an emotional draw into them. They're really trying to draw you in and make you feel a certain way just with the title or just with the thumbnail. Let me show you what I mean. So they say pain, but it's really just saying, are you stuck? So look at how that goes with my two thumbnail choices. Which one is giving us that pain? Pain and pleasure. Look at thumbnail number 2. Are you stuck? Is your channel stuck? Look at what happens when you get hyped. The hype program. You get it? I love that. I love that. I just absolutely love that. Hey, we want to welcome in Vivi. Vivi, you snuck in here on us. Happy Mother's Day to your friend. I was watching some of your content today. Vivi is one of my favorite content creators. You know, as soon as I watched that first video, I went ahead and hit subscribe. Absolutely. And I've been binge watching that content ever since. I love the longevity of your weight loss journey using a GLP-1. That is a natural draw for me as I am also on a weight loss journey, Vivi. Thank you for checking in with us for this Sunday edition of Shop Talk. So, friends, which of these titles do you like? Or the last one is clear and letting you know in clear Shop Talk language how to get hyped by YouTube. It's my small creator's guide. Which of those titles do you like best? And thank you, Mrs. Paula. I appreciate you. And Kyle as well. So, Sandra James says that she likes title number 2. Appreciate you ringing in. Kyle says, check out. He's got another RV live. Okay. So Grant has said he likes number 2 and he's told us why. He said, because he's asking a question. And so to get the answer to that question, you got to watch the video. Ooh, it's like a 1-2 punch. I like that, Grant. I like that. Looks like people are waffling between title number 2 and title number 3. And friends, all 3 of these titles were suggested to me using my AI virtual assistant. You have one too. It's called Ask a Studio. Mrs. Paula says she likes title number 2 as well. And there's our good friend, y'all, Barry, walking exercise for your health. Barry, would you do me a favor? Would you tell Mrs. Liz Happy Mother's Day? Y'all check out Barry and Mrs. Liz. They walk just about every day. And friends, again, shout out to Allison Mapp. Again, she is another creator who has reached monetization. And friends, she believes in really supporting small and new creators herself because we've all been there. We've all walked that road. And so, friends, she actually shared my content when I was talking about memberships and how to receive and to activate gift memberships on your channel during one of my episodes of Shop Talk. She said she had been for months waiting to be gifted a gift membership. She said she was on that episode of Shop Talk. She followed my clear instructions, and she said within an hour, she received her first gifted memberships, and it was to the source. Did I tell y'all we are the Content Creator Collective, and y'all just need to be connected, stay locked in. And shout out to Allison Mapp. Y'all check out Allison Mapp's channel. She is a mother. Happy Mother's Day to you, Allison. She did a couple of live streams today, and she might still be live because hubby is on the soccer field. So y'all check her out. She did some shopping for Mother's Day. Hubby put some extra cash in her hand, and she did some shopping today. Great live streams, 2 live streams that I know of. And so that means you're really trying to grow your channel. And we applaud you. We salute you as a woman on today, as a woman creator. And thank you for sharing out my content. That's what we do. We connect, we collaborate to grow all of these channels to and through full monetization. Y'all, this episode of Shop Talk is being brought to you by a woman business owner, Pound Cake Experts. Y'all visit Pound Cake Experts on all social media. Pound Cake Experts specializes in at least 50 gourmet flavors of pound cake with some sugar free, vegan, and gluten-free options. But most of our pound cake is just full sugar, full butter deliciousness. Y'all see me? Y'all see me? Because that pound cake is some kind of good. Let her know that KendyK sent you. Check out Pound Cake Experts on all social medias. Friends, here is our special Mother's Day edition of the Channel Parade, saluting women creators all over the world. Goodbye for now.